Hello everyone, I am Goosebucket and I didn't record my audio at the start of this episode, so you're stuck with me narrating for the start of this, but this is my very first Minecraft series. It's hardcore, so I wanted to kind of start a legacy by commemorating the tree that was going to start this whole journey by giving me my first tools and crafting table. And that was something I decided before I even created the world. After that, obviously in hardcore, the next thing you want to do is make sure you are safe so you don't die, because you can only die once. So my thinking was the safest place I could possibly be is just utterly surrounded by rock. So I dug into the nearest, kind of flat mountain face. It's more of a hill that I could find, and shoved down a door and just started to kind of dig it out and start the process of turning it into a home. I wanted to get some coal for torches so that I wouldn't walk off and then find out something had spawned in my cave, so lighting was pretty important. So I start kind of continuing to dig out the cave a little bit more, starting to try and open things up a bit, give myself a little bit more room to kind of wander around and start to kind of visualize what my home is going to look like. And I decided that I wanted windows so that I could see what was going on outside without necessarily having to put myself in imminent danger. So they work okay. I'd be able to shoot a bow through there if I find a bow. Not too long after that, night had fallen and I tucked myself into my new little house in my new little Minecraft world and just admired what I had accomplished on the first day, including being bold enough to take a sneak peek outside before being able to look over my humble exterior. So after establishing that it's too dangerous to go outside since it's night time, so I decide, why not just keep digging into my walls? I put the door there so that I'd be able to isolate this part of my house and put a barrier between myself and whatever I am sharing my mountain with.
Mining away. I don't know what to mine, I'll mine this anyway.
I hadn't been mining for all that long when I came across some coal, which ended up leading me into a cave. Now this was the first cave that I had encountered so far, and so I eagerly, though cautiously, had a bit of a look around. Immediately I could tell that there was an abundance of water, some dripstone, which would indicate at there possibly being axolotls. Dripstone would be very useful for if I wanted to make like a lava farm or something. So I was quite pleased that I found this so early on, as it would save me a lot of adventuring in unfamiliar territory later. Also, it's just good to have this kind of open space so close to home, because it would mean my hobbit hole plans would not require quite as much digging.
Mine diamonds, mine diamonds. I'll mine them so far got to.
I'll admit, I had been previously underwhelmed with the smaller cave, until I stumbled across this bigger cave, and then I'll admit this cave to me was a little bit more daunting, because it's very open, very dark, lots of room for things to spawn, and it is just massive. And remember, I'm not allowed to die even once in hardcore, or else I'm not able to play this world anymore. So this was a bit intimidating, considering I haven't really done hardcore before. So my immediate response was to try and start scouting out the area from safety. So I put up little safety railings in the hopes that that would keep mobs from being able to attack me while I'm having a look around. Death is already calling my name from that direction. And just when I think it couldn't get any bigger, I look up, look around. It is definitely bigger. This is a lot of space for things to spawn that I do not want spawning. Thank you very much. The immediate goal, however, still stands, that I am aiming to reach the other side of the cave so that I have a back door to my little hobbit hole. I'm suspecting from a fainter glow over that direction, however, that I should be able to find lava and hopefully through association diamonds, since they tend to be at a similar level. And that, my friends, is why I am doing safety railings, because you don't know what is going to be able to reach you when you are in a cave, especially one that's this big. At long last, I found it. Daylight! I had reached the other side of the mountain, only to be disappointed that I was still in a normal oak forest biome. Happy that I'd reached the other side, but I was sort of hoping I would pop up in a different biome once I got to the other end, which would give me access to more resources. So, a little disappointing, but still glad that I had reached the end. This meant that I finally had the freedom to turn back around and head to my main base to start prettying it up.
Mine diamonds! Mine diamonds! Now they're safe!
Oh, look at that. We're doing a floorboard montage. Let's go. Look at them floorboards falling into place on the floor. While doing all my little renovations, I noticed that there are vines growing near my house. This is massive. I love mossy cobble. It is one of my favorite blocks in the game. And now I don't have to go to a jungle for it. It is right there on my front doorstep. This is amazing. Of course, no Minecraft hardcore run is complete without enough torches to make your base visible from space. This is to keep mobs away and to keep me alive. The time for chests has come. The items shall be squirreled away accordingly. The reason I'm squirreling the apple away, by the way, is I'm hoping to make golden apples at some point. I had been in and out of my house enough at this point to kind of realize that when I'm outside, I don't actually have a lot of peripheral vision, which makes it very easy for stuff to sneak up and try to kill me. So, with the little wood that I had remaining from the daytime foraging and wood chopping, I set up a very basic, not very nice looking fence. This will be fixed later on. I just wanted a bit of safety and peripheral vision now, and also the ability to kind of whack stuff without it being able to hit me if possible. Enough is enough. I was tired of being cooped up in my little cave home. I wanted fresh air, and I wanted to touch grass, and I wanted to swim in water, and I wanted to see what other resources were available to me in my immediate area. Specifically, the mission for going out and exploring today was wool. I needed wool, I needed a bed so I could sleep and avoid phantoms at night. Thankfully, that didn't take very long at all, although I was a bit nervous here that I was only going to get the one sheep, and when it dropped only one block of wool, I was even more nervous. I didn't want that sheep because, one, it was a parent, and two, not the right colour wool. But then I look over the cliff and there is sheep galore, so suddenly all my concerns were over and I had a thirst for blood. can't remember quite what I was hoping for when I was going up this mountain, but I guess mobs. I just wanted to know what kind of mobs were around me. Best case scenario, there would have been cherry blossom trees because I love the flowers on those. I was a bit disappointed when there wasn't. I found this donkey. Made friends with this donkey. I might bring him home when a wandering trader comes by. I might kill the trader for the leash and then bring the donkey home. That could be cool. But yeah, other than the donkey, there wasn't actually really all that much going on. So I was a bit disappointed by that, because normally I like to set myself up in Minecraft somewhere where there are a lot of different biomes nearby and accessible. And I was starting to worry a little bit that that wasn't going to be the case for this world. But I'm rich when I eventually get an iron pickaxe, so that almost doesn't matter. It was a quick day trip because currently I am restricted by day-night cycles, but on my way home I realized since I only had the one pork chop to eat, which was back at home, it would probably be wise to round up some chickens and bring them home, so then I had a pretty easily manageable food source, since chickens to me are one of the easier livestock animals to keep in Minecraft because of the eggs. Because you can accidentally kill too many and then within 3 days that doesn't even matter. I realized very quickly I have a very daft chicken. Don't mind me, nothing to see here. I'm definitely not eating your brothers. He's watching me. I saw that. He's watching. Thank you so much for watching so far. Please like and subscribe. Please comment as well. I'll see you when I see you next. Farewell.